conversation takes place, be it politics, be it human angle, be it crime, whatever it is, economy, we discuss it here in the show. And more so, we dissect it, break it down to your level, of course, with expert analysis. My name is Precious Inyi. I am your host. But the most important part of the show is that we get to have you have your say. That's very important. And with pride, we take pride in it. In letting you have your say. But it's not that type of say that you now come and talk another thing because I tell you honorable off your mic. I hope you understand. As long as you have that, say, in moderation or perhaps responsibly. Yeah, I think that's the word. Having your say responsibly. Well, I'm your host for the show. I'm produced by Promise today. Let's get started with the hot topics that we have this evening. On the hot topic this evening, Endbadgovernance, uncertainty ahead of November 1 arraignment of minors. Say they go arraign them tomorrow. Some minors we didn't catch, we protest. So everybody just the wonder, say what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? Proposed tax reform bills not against North, says presidency. Not be because of North one change tax or do tax reform or we just want to make things better. And then again, let's move to other issues. NEC, governors advised Tinubu to withdraw tax reform bill from National Assembly. Is it that this one is going to touch them? That's what. But other ones that did not touch them, uncle, well, that may not touch them. Well, let's go for that to other issues. Senate reconstitutes ad hoc committee to probe economic sabotage in petroleum industry. Oh wow, another one. Did you call it? Yeah. Reps ask FG to allow local refiners in petroleum products. And then shameful, we still import petrol. Nigerian governors on fuel crisis. It is a shame that how can we be importing petrol at this our age and level? Okay, moving on. Minimum wage. Workers wretched now. Despite salary increment, or Shemoli. Say even though say they don't increase salary, say be like say workers can't they poor pass. Why? Because the salary is not taking them home. The take home is not taking them home. That's it. We'll move on to other issues. Oh, speaking of salary, then hours after court stopped reverse allocation, Fubara says he'll pay contractors, civil servants tomorrow. The next day, that say that one not be a problem. Say that one not be waiting the consign them at all. Say you need to bother with that one. That is, when you're big, you're big. So that one no concern. And one will be wondering, where is the guy going to get money from? Okay, let's see. Oh, by the way, he also appeals the case too. Suspected headers invade Senator Suswan's village in Benue. Many reportedly dead. Others injured. Another insecurity case again. Another one. Just while we're speaking about that one, we hear that gunmen kill banker, 2 others in Abia State. And then while we're still talking about that, by the way, don't look back. Ganduche advises Edo governor elect against probing Obaseki. You see, when it comes to probing Obaseki, no look back. Prosecutory, probe-bam. Hold him tight, for way to hold him tight. All right. 4 ex-governors, 2 ex-ministers charged as EFCC recovers 248 billion naira and foreign assets. After that, what next? Many would ask, but I'll let you in on that. And then we'll go to other issues. How former U.S. Secretary of State knocks Tinubu government, says only in Nigeria will bandits take over military training facility. Because these are the hot topics that we have. Let's take a quick breather. I want to say, where they cry this hero there. When we come back, we'll begin to dissect these and other issues after the break. Stay with us.
On the streets, we go to bed empty hunger.
To the blaring horns of a hustling city. The loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and pressure for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
All right, yes, Lagos, now you do have a voice again. 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Let's get started with the conversation, shall we, very quickly. So, joining me in the studio is Barrister Darlington Agomo. Barrister Darlington is a barrister of the law, a lawyer, and of course, a political analyst, social affairs analyst. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. How are you today?
Pretty mama.
Sir?
You are giving me formal.
I am coming back from the other angle. You know, you take these things from different angles. You take it up, you take it down, you take it from side and left. You know, you take it from different side. You don't like it. You don't like this me.
No,
I want to be serious for once now. People say I'm not serious minded.
No, you don't tell me already. You don't tell me say today. Be like say something happened.
I tell you, I don't wake up from the right side. If I had not bed today, I'm out. I wake up from. So the thing they do my body somehow. Barrister Darlington. How far? How are you doing?
I'm okay.
How are you really doing? Really?
Precious.
No, apart from the rhetoric response.
Who I go? Look, when you are one man riot squad.
Oh yeah, talk to Mama. Talk to me.
Oh,
I will not tell anybody.
Okay.
It's just between you and
I
I.
like the way you said it. Don't worry. After the show.
No. Say it in public. Anything you want to tell me? Say it here. I'm asking you here now, between you and I.
No.
How are you?
No. I'm okay. I am okay.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, I'm okay.
You don't want to phone a friend?
I'm okay after
50-50.
now.
After now, you not think it again. All right, Nigerians, you're welcome to the show. Let's get started with the conversation. Barrister Darlington,
Yes.
they said that there is an uncertainty, or there is uncertainty as the Nigerian government prepares to arraign 76 Endbadgovernance in Nigeria protesters tomorrow, November 1. Now, there had been reports that the Nigerian government planned to arraign 76 protesters, out of which 66 are minors, on November 1, 2024. 76, 66 are minors. That means, only 10, 9 be adults. The protesters will be arraigned before Justice Igwatu of the Federal High Court in Abuja. The Nigerians had filed out on August 1, 2024 to protest against bad governance in the country. Now, the protesters had barricaded roads and some major streets across the country during the protest. In September, 10 members of the Endbadgovernance protesters were arraigned before a federal high court in Abuja on charges of attempting to overthrow President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government before July 1 and August 4 this year. Now, the accused persons were said to have committed the treasonable offense during their 1-week nationwide protest when they allegedly levied war against Nigeria. But 76 other protesters remain locked up while spending about 80 days so far in detention. 80 days. Is that even legal? Well, let's move on. But it can be legal if it's coming from government, Abi. Government can legalize anything. Okay, I'm just asking. You're a lawyer, so. And however, activist lawyer Deji Adeyanju, in a chat with Newsmen, said a reminder that Endbadgovernance protesters who have spent about 80 days in custody without charge will be arraigned tomorrow on Federal High Court 10 Abuja by 9 a.m. They are mostly minors. I don't even know if I should cry or be happy or be sad because of the charges against them. President, let me let you react to this.
Precious.
Sir?
This is ominous time. You know,
that is audio ominous.
Yes, this is ominous time because never in the history of this country have we seen or heard such a thing. Minors carrying out coup. Were they seen with guns or armored tank or artillery fire?
How is the coup even going to work out if they did not take over the National Assembly? They did not take over Aso Rock. They did not take over, any state's
or any
assets or military barracks. But is it not the same military that bandits have been attacking us from time to time?
In fact,
I don't know, why do we call them bandits? I thought they've been proscribed, by the way.
Anyway, the courts are going to look into the matter tomorrow. Let us not even preempt them. But I know that it is wrong. Because even ordinarily, in a civil, matter, there are juvenile courts where you trial minors. You don't bring such a charge on minors. You are even making them look like emotionally those children are wrecked by now. I'm telling you, emotionally they are wrecked, and you are taking minors to court for what?
Don't we have juvenile courts in Nigeria?
I just said it here. I don't know where these people are going. Seriously, I said let me see what the court will do tomorrow. I don't want to preempt them. I mean, it's so sad. Seriously, I never thought this thing could get to this level. Protests that this government used to get to power.
So, Barrister Darlington, what offences can minors as such be charged as juvenile delinquency or stuff like that? Are offences like this part of those?
There is no way this can be part of it. Even at that, there is a court for them. That's why it is called juvenile court. There is a court for them. No matter what you think they have, there is a court for them. That's what we are saying. You don't try minors with adults in such a case. Emotionally, you are destroying those children, but you don't know. Emotionally. Do you know what it means if they start reading their charges before them and maybe somebody will interpret it to them and all that? Some of them may not handle it emotionally. Their heart may cut.
And Barrister Darlington, can we say, since we don't know these people, but is it likely that they may also be educated enough to understand the gravity of the offense that they have committed or set to be committed?
I don't think so. Precious. Nobody commits a treasonable felony by blocking road and doing bonfire. Protests have never been and will never be an avenue to overthrow a government. It has never been.
All right. So, Barrister Darlington, let's go to other issues.
So,
now.
they're only trying to cow people from going further. When you hear what these people are going through, are you ready to come out and protest again? That's what they're just doing to you, working towards an answer. With this development now, if you call them to come and protest, they'll say, Babu. Nobody will come out again. You remember that this protest started in the north. So, with what these people are going through now, maybe their handlers or whoever, they'll be careful next time. That's what they are trying to do to them, nothing else.
All right, so moving on, the presidency has said, contrary to job loss fears and perceived marginalization of the North, the tax reform bills currently before the National Assembly will benefit all states and harmonize the country's tax laws for greater efficiency. There are about 4 laws, tax reform laws, 4 of them now, before the National Assembly. So the presidency has reacted because Northerners have said, this one is want to do it against us. So, one of the laws is, I think, the Nigeria tax bill, which aims at eliminating unintended multiple taxation and makes Nigeria's economy more competitive by simplifying tax obligations for businesses and individuals nationwide. The second one, I think, maybe the Nigeria Tax Administration Bill that proposes new rules governing the administration of all taxes in the country. Its objective is to harmonize tax administrative processes across the federation. That is, across the federal, the state, and local jurisdictions for ease of compliance for taxpayers in all parts of the country. The third one, the Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, which seeks to rename the Federal Inland Revenue Service as the Nigeria Revenue Service. Remember, Barrister Darlington, to better reflect the mandate of the service as the revenue agency of the entire federation, not just the federal government. So it's Nigeria now. So that means all the inland revenues will work as one. So Lagos will not have their LIRS. I'm looking forward to the interpretation of that.
No, yeah.
And Rivers will not have their RIRS or stuff like that. So, fourth is the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill that proposes the creation of a Joint Revenue Board to replace the Joint Tax Board covering federal and all state tax authorities. So, the fourth also suggests establishing the Office of Tax Ombudsman under the Joint Revenue Board, serving as complaint resolution body for taxpayers. But in all of these, I find it difficult to find out or to get to know in which of the tax laws that we have the proposition of the 25% for people who earn above 150 1.5 billion naira and above.
That's 100 million.
That because that's also a thing. There are other little stuffs that have been put in some of these reforms that we're not sure of. Do you perhaps think? Do you have an idea why the Northerners are objecting to this bill?
Yeah, I think I have. One of the tax, because they are all encompassing, because in fact they are all interwoven from the look of things. They are all interwoven since they are not being centralized, sort of. One of the tax laws is the one affecting VAT on alcoholic beverages and all that.
Oh, so they're not going to share the money again for everybody?
I think that is where, and then according to your derivation, like they are giving oil producing state derivation policy and all that. So the tax now will be according to your
earning capacity.
Yes. So that is where they not know that.
So why should they not earn more to earn more? Why should everybody not earn more to work more to earn more?
That of VAT on alcoholic beverages, I think that one is paying them most. All along, they have been enjoying it without contributing anything in that direction. They have been enjoying it, So if that is where they want to go, I think it makes a lot of sense, because Nigeria is a secular state. Your Sharia law cannot supersede our constitutional.
The same Sharia law that they wanted to depersonalize, to make it a normal, natural, national thing.
So I don't know why you say you don't want alcoholic to be sold in your region, but when VAT comes from alcoholic beverages and all that, you want to take a lion's share. I mean, it's not fair.
But this, the National Executive Council.
That's what I've told him to withdraw.
Exactly, including the National Assembly too, and even state governors too.
Because listen, Precious, you see, one thing about this president is that some of the things he wants to do right, because of antecedent, because of previous experience, people are not. People are being suspicious. Remember that in Lagos State here, it was a particular company called Alpha Beta that was collecting tax for them. Remember? And at the end of the day, that company will give them, I think, is it not 20% or so, and we told the rest or something.
So, Barrister Darlington, talking about that, there are also rumors right now of a third party, a second party, in fact, taking taxes on behalf of customs.
Yes.
And we hear that is whether some people are gossiping that is a Chinese firm, so don't quote me, and all that. They'll be taking tax on behalf of customs. So, customs is going to withdraw from taking revenues, generating revenues by themselves. So, if you put this thing in the hand of a foreign company, for instance, what will deter, or a private individual privatize it, would it not also lead to stifling your own people? That is because the person will want to, if you give them benchmark every month, won't they want to beat their benchmark so that they can make profits? Is that not the purpose and aim of every business?
Now, that is where I was going. If you want to do this thing because you want to safeguard tax revenue being collected from being siphoned, it cannot be in the hands of foreigners. All you need to do, put checks and balances in place to checkmate leakages. Somebody can do it. We have people who wanted to, like that woman Amina Bala Mohammed or so, that lady who was at the port the other time, the managing director of our port. The lady was so honest that Chibika Amechi did not like her honesty. So there are people who can do this job, The woman who just resigned, that be retired from immigration recently, the deputy controller, that Mrs. Doris Dora, she's equally good. So we have people who can man this thing without involving foreigners, because that is job loss. If you ask me, that is job loss. If you put this,
do we even have enough job in the country to now sublet to others?
Exactly, and then job like then security implication.
If those rumors are true anyway.
But like they always say with Lagbaja, no smoke without fire. Abi, eventually now all the things that they refuse to accept, is it not playing out?
So do you see the presidency stepping down this bill?
Well,
since
I've told him, it is left for the National Assembly to shut it down. Okay. I mean, that's it. Okay. If they truly mean what they are saying, because it has a wider implication.
Okay. It
has a wider implication, seriously. Apart from this other VAT revenue from alcoholic beverages and all that, there are ways to go around it. Handing over our tax exercise to the Chinese people is a no-no for me. As if we don't have, everybody is so corrupt that we cannot even collect tax. Is that what you're saying? I mean, that's not fair. It's not fair. That's not how to do it. If you want things to be done right, please appoint people who will do and give them matching order. It's as simple as that. There are checks and balances. What you build a safety nets along the line, so that any tax that enter, it cannot longer go out without the federal government seeing it in their consolidated revenue, whatever. So you don't need to employ Chinese people. It speaks volume, except they are now acting as a proxy to somebody. I hope you are getting me, Precious.
Yes, sir.
I hope they are, except they are acting as a proxy to somebody. That is where people will kick against it, because previous exercise that we handed over to foreigners, it didn't turn out well. Oh. It didn't.
Okay. All right. So moving on now to other issues. The Senate has reconstituted its ad hoc committee to investigate alleged economic sabotage in the Nigerian petroleum industry, contrary to reports that some stakeholders were working to stop the oil probe. Now, the upper chamber also communicated the decision to merge with the committee in the House of Representatives, the one that they disbanded and banded again. Remember that one, to ensure a holistic investigation that would sanitize the petroleum industry. Let me not go bore you further with that. I'd like you to jump in on that.
Precious,
sir?
Nothing will come out of it.
Why do you say so?
Precious,
sir?
If the first one did not work, is it this one that will work? You have forgotten.
Sir, if this does not work, what will work? Sir?
not in this particular situation. Look, we have talked about this matter for the umpteenth time, yet nothing came out of it. This one that they are telling you now is just for an exercise in futility. Because by the time they go to a point now, they will hit a brick wall. Yes, they will hit a brick wall and come back. And the thing now will not be warehouse. They will tell you that they are still on it until this administration will leave. Nothing will come out of it. Remember that at interest. If this National Assembly did not probe this OVH and Owando and NNPCL, how a small company swallowed a big company. 2 months ago, a month ago, when this started, I was thinking that the National Assembly would step in and say, look, bring all this matter, let us look at it holistically. They did not do anything until the merger and acquisition was completed. And now the thing has a life of its own. Is it now that you are going to do it? I was thinking that when Dangote raised alarm that some people have a refinery in Malta and all that, the National Assembly will pick interest and say, let us look at what this man, even travel to Malta.
Okay, so
they didn't do all these things. So what are they going to do now?
So Barrister Darlington, if truly the petroleum sector has some loopholes or some dirt that needs to be digged, why did the president not do anything about the ministry, especially the ministers for states, during his recent cabinet reshuffle?
Is this Minister of State or Minister of Petroleum?
Minister of Petroleum for states and Minister of Petroleum Gas, Minister of Petroleum Resources Gas. And Barrister Darlington, the reason I said this is because Kenneth Okonkwo, the Labour Party chieftain, whom we don't know where he belongs to right now, had said in an interview just yesterday that if he were the president, he would have sacked himself first for not living up to expectation in the petroleum sector that he oversees. Let's take a listen to him say that. And then
the reason I said this is because Kenneth Okonkwo, the Labour Party chieftain, whom we don't.
Oh dear.
Because of lack of electricity and medical supplies. And he said the problem is from the operating expenses because of lack of electricity and medical supplies. This thing he said rotates around this 4 ministry that I'm saying. Today is almost 8 days and the entire North has not had light. And you're still keeping a minister of darkness that I've told you that his only solution is that Nigerians should off their refrigerator. So what I'm trying to say is that I was expecting that the president should have sacked himself first as a minister of petroleum, being the worst ministry in the whole world. They met fuel at 195. Today is 1,200 and it's not even available. So we're talking about unaffordability. We're talking about unavailability. The same thing with electricity. Electricity tariff has risen so astronomically and it's not even available. And then we're talking about in the economy, macroeconomic stability. We're talking about a central bank that is increasing interest rates rather than decreasing it. Because what we are suffering is not demand pull inflation. We are suffering cost of production induced inflation. That is why the president of the Guild of Medical, field, he said, look, to import the medical supplies has increased, the price has increased by 500%. You know what it means? It means that 50% of Nigerians are now dying who are sick because they cannot afford to go to hospital. That's why he said 50% of the hospitals are collapsing. So rather than trying to rejig your cabinet within this area, you are rejigging your cabinet, saying you're sacking women and affairs. He has denied himself now of the services of a woman who would have sued the United Nations, for not,
All right, Barrister Darlington, you heard that. Yes, I like to take your reaction to that.
What Kenneth Okonkwo is what is known to everybody in Nigeria. I mean, rational-minded people. Yes, I told you here the other time that the Minister of Petroleum should have been sacked, but I don't know whom he is. Bayo Nonoga has been telling her that his guy have not come out to say. Are we waiting for him to come out and say? The handwriting is on the wall that he's the Minister of Petroleum. Because that ministry is so important that it cannot have a head. It's so important that it can never have a head. It's not possible. So somebody is there, but the president don't want to come out because of what? The hoopla that will greet it. The president is known to be involved in oil business.
When? Since when?
Before he even became the president or even governor.
Okay, because he worked in
Not only that, if your nephew have an oil company, who is behind it? If your nephew is running Owando, who is your nephew? Before he started running Owando, who was he? Or don't we know? People can be acting as a proxy for you now. It's a known trick all over the world. So you cannot come out and tell us, did you see my name there? If you are doubting me, let us go and unveil the curtain and see who is behind which business in Nigeria. You'll be shocked. So what we are saying in essence is that he should have sacked himself or appoint somebody to be there so that we now know who to hold accountable. So all this one that the House want to investigate and probe now, that's why I'm telling you that when they get to a point, they will hit a brick wall. What if they get to a point now and discover that somebody who is above the law is involved? Will they see probing? Will they see summon him? Please answer me now.
Okay.
No,
so Barrister Darlington, before we go back to that conversation, I'd like to digress briefly. One of the things that Kenneth Okonkwo said here was about what the Minister for Health said about the lack of medical. No. He did mention that the reason for inflation is because of high cost of production. So it's not like it's high demand induced inflation. It's high production costs induced inflation. Yeah. So, but just FCCPC told us yesterday, sir, I don't know if you heard it in the news, that they have caught a cabal that deliberately increases prices anyhow. So do you know if this cabal also has a hand in the reason why medical medical equipment are rising.
No, the cabal they talk was on a particular industry.
They said they caught in poultry and other, they did not name them all fully. So I was hoping that maybe they would also catch the ones that's making our medical equipment and pharmaceutical products expensive.
The cabal that make school fees to be increased, the cabal that make rice to go up, the price of rice, Abi.
They say they're in agri sector. Now they caught in agri sector.
So.
In fact, there are some major players that entered the market everywhere bust. Things became.
So that's what we are saying now. They have caught them. Please, this cabal, are they the people that floated the naira? Are they the one controlling the exchange rate that made it to be 1,740 naira? So this you see, pressure. Don't listen to these people for your mental health, because they can throw a kite, fly a kite, and you run with it. It's a lie. There is no cabal anywhere. Every cabal you can see today is government. Whatever Nigerians are going through today is government. They are looking for somebody to blame. Did they name any cabal? That was how they told you that the military and police are selling arms to terrorists. So that's why the terrorist activities have continued.
All right, so Barrister
and you don't want to do anything about it.
So Barrister Darlington, going back to the petroleum issue, you had established the fact that getting or reconstituting the ad hoc committee to probe economic sabotage in petrol industry will not work.
It will not.
That could work. But moving on now, the House of Reps has asked the federal government to allow local refiners get into the petroleum industry. A lot of people have advocated for such local refiners, especially the small ones. Remember this promise Shebajab made when he was vice president, that he acted briefly whilst President Muhammadu Buhari was not in town. So do you see the springing up of these local, especially modular refineries locally, helping out as fuel situation in the country? The reason I ask this question is because you do recall that some of these fire, my brothers, local refiners, still beat their chest to say that a large amount of the kerosene that we use today, or that some filling stations sell, at least as at last year, were produced by them or refined by them. So if they can, unregularized or unmonitored, unlicensed, produce such, why, if they are given license and they are regulated, couldn't they do better and at least help us to to remove the, what is this one that you say Dangote has, to remove the monopoly if we are worried about Dangote's monopoly in the industry?
Precious. Why do you want? Because the way it looks like these guys are not trained in the act of refining anything that has to do with crude. They are not. They are doing it in a very crude way. So, are you telling me now that government should go out of their way to allow this guy to continue the environmental degradation?
Because they're not refined in the acts of
there are so many
crude
things.
Thing.
Yes,
they're doing the crude thing in a crude way.
So then environmental degradation. Have you considered that?
But if they're properly properly monitored, all those will be put in place.
They cannot be monitored because they don't have what it takes to be monitored.
They will be licensed. Once they're licensed, it's different.
Look, it's like
it becomes a regulated business.
Precious,
sir,
look at the equipment they are using.
But no, for you to, I'm not saying that they should be bent on that equipment. It's like telling somebody who has a primary school and secondary school all in one room in Mafoluku that for you to be government approved, you have to get a proper structure. And the person comes acquire a 2-story building where they have a proper. So that's the thing. So the person will get that capacity to get licensed. You must expand on your equipment and other things that you're using.
Instead of those people, Precious,
sir,
there are people who applied for license for refinery. And the last time I checked, 18 of them were given. But even there are ones that have been completed in Onhaji Egbema, and they think in Edo. But ask yourself, why are they not functioning? Because no crude. The federal government have refused to give them crude. They said it themselves.
Okay, so Barrister Darlington, now governors under the 36 states of the Federation are saying that it's a shameful thing that Nigeria, being a member of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Nigeria is still importing fuel to today. Say it makes shame they catch them. But many would ask, these governors, on our states, they forbid to build on our own state petroleum refineries. Because if Dangote, one man, can own a petroleum refinery, why can't states come together to even build a smaller one with a lesser capacity? At least it could serve their state alone and maybe one other neighboring state.
Precious.
Sir?
I just told you something here.
What is it, sir?
The modern refinery that are already built and commissioned in Ohajegbema and Edo State, why are they not functioning? Please tell me. Have you not considered that? Even Dangote, who was able to take the bull by the horn and establish his own refinery, don't you see what he's going through? Do you know better than this government?
So shall we remain like this?
The question is this. It's as simple as that. Precious.
Sir?
When government is not ready to do anything, they will find all manner of excuses.
Are you saying there is deliberate sabotage of the petroleum industry?
I told you here that this committee is not going anywhere. There is a point they will get to now. They will discover that the people involved, they are bigger than Nigeria, and they do what? They will come back. I'm telling you, that industry, if you are asking me, that's even where the cabal is. And who is the cabal? The government. They are the one in charge. NNPC now, who owns it? NNPCL. Who is the person behind NNPCL that's supposed to be a private entity? Why is it the only one manipulating price in Nigeria? Why is it? All these things are something that you should ask the government. As a private individual, as an ordinary, can you go and say, okay, NNPCL, I want you to do this today. Can you do that? You know you can't. Until government decide to do the right thing, my dear, we are not going anywhere. It's as simple as that. Is it not a government that said, look, no ship will enter Nigeria with one liter of fuel? It's the government that will say it. Will the fuel fly from heaven and land in Nigeria? No, they pass through seaport. If you say it and ask the man, the custom control and the seaport directors, will they allow anything to land here?
All right, so
this one that are coming, who ordered them to come? Precious, who said they should come? You didn't make a mistake. Oh, you didn't know that crude oil landed there 2 days ago. Crude oil came into Nigeria. Precious. Who imported it? Eh? No, you can see. These things are in the doorstep of the government. What can you do as an individual? Are you telling me that up till now, the whole people that are advising the government, they don't know what to do? Or that they have advised, but the government remain adamant because they have interest? Eh? Oh, they will now sell their oil from Malta, or the other one in the other part of the world. My dear, the person that will resolve that issue is yet to come, not this administration. So let nobody be deceived. They are not probing anything. They just want to tell you that they are doing something. The probe they entered the other time about 23 trillion naira they took from CBN. What happened to it up to today?
All right, so Barrister Darlington, moving on. The Edo State Governor, former Edo State Governor, Comrade Adams Oshomole, has faulted wage exploitation in Nigeria, warning that poor compensation negativity affects national security and economic productivity. He said that so Oshomole highlighted how inadequate wages create a cycle of economic hardship, making workers vulnerable to manipulation and radicalization. He said in spite of the wage increment, people are even poorer than they were before. Sir?
Oshomole is saying this. So is that the solution to the problem? Are they not APC government? Are they advising their president to do the right thing? My dear, you know when they're in government, they'll be speaking as if they like the poor people. Were you not here when somebody say, let the poor breed? And people say, yes, you know, he has a woman heart. He was going to do better. Look at what he's saying now. He didn't sympathize with the poor. Precious. Forget this. I say when somebody who wants to work will come, you don't need to see somebody talk. You will see action. All this thing is to say that they are doing something. Meanwhile, they are not doing anything. When they were telling them here that this is that you people you have entered one chance, they said na lie.
So, but
they have the magic one.
Salary increase from 30,000 to 70,000.
They gave you something.
But it's as if to some people, it's as if they are even earning just 10,000.
They double their hardship. They double their problem. They gave them something with the right hand and they collected with the left hand. Remember when this 70,000 was proposed and all that, rice was still around 60-something thousand. Is that not true? Now that they have approved it, even some states have not paid though. Some states have not paid. And then the rice is now over 100,000 naira. It's now over 100,000 naira. Tell me how anybody can succeed. So when Labour was proposing 250,000, I criticized, I said it's not feasible. But from the look of things now, I think that 250 is what the workers need to survive this hardship. As at that time, we never knew that electricity bill will be higher than house rent. We never knew. That's for 1 month too. 1 month pressure, 1 month. We never knew that something was coming. Now that this thing is now starting out in the face, look, Labour had to go back and renegotiate with the government. This minimum wage, it can't work.
But will it help anything? But talking about salary, by the way, Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State said that, just a few hours after that court judgment yesterday, he said that civil servants and contractors are getting their money today, Thursday. They ought to have gotten it already. That he doesn't care what the court says or what the court. In fact, that as a matter of fact, whatever the court said is the least of his problem right now. That one they bother him. The one with the bother him plenty. But he has also appealed to that case, stopping allocation to his state. How do you see him surviving if the CBN is resolute in implementing that court judgment?
Look, that judgment will not last long in court. They are going to appeal. And I know that appeal will shoot it down. Because there is no law that says you should withhold the state fund. We are not talking of Fubara fund. We are not talking of local government fund. We are not talking of Wike's fund. We are talking River State Fund. No law. Because that law has been tried and tested at the Supreme Court level between Lagos State and federal government. And the state won. So you cannot withhold the state fund under any guise. It's not possible. Besides, Precious,
Sir?
The real reason for that judgment, it has not been taken care of. Is it not the defected lawmakers? I was thinking that by now the court would have taken decision on that matter. But because they don't know what to do with that matter, that is why the thing is like they are in a quandary. They are confused. They don't know what to do. They are now dancing around it. By now, they would have resolved that issue to know where those 27 or 25 lawmakers.
So why has the court not even listened to that case yet?
Precious, that is what you should be asking the so-called federal court. We should be asking Omotosho, what's his name, Lifo and the other person. Because they are the one now in charge of River State cases.
But Madam Chief Justice Kudirat Kikireko has called them, most of the people that has handled the River State case, that they should come and, explain themselves.
As if that one, Joy have joined them now. You can imagine. So they are unrepentant. It's like whatever Wike is doing with that, I don't know. It's like that thing is higher than national interest. That's why they are adamant.
But even revered son, what's his name again? Mentioned it recently that Falano mentioned it recently that it's worrisome if this happens.
I'm telling
to
you.
Build courthouses for justices or judges, and it's unlikely for them not to tilt judgments.
I'm telling you. So is it not obvious? So when people begin to suspect, you now ask, where is the evidence? These are independent arms of government. You are okay. When did the judges or the judiciary build the house for executive, for ministers, or for what's it called now, commissioners in any state? When last did that happen?
No, it happened though. In Wike's administration, it happened a lot too.
No, I said
the judiciary build house for
the executive.
Oh, that is executive. Judiciary build for executive. How can judiciary build house for executive?
But the executive is building for the
now the executive is the Don Jazzy now. They're the ones that have the money now.
No, is that the spirit of the law?
Okay, so there is
three arms of government that are independent of each other, so that checks and balances can thrive.
But remember that the power still the way you practice your own 3 arms of government in Nigeria, you give so much power to the executive, the center.
See, now, no, it is we.
It is not me that did it. Should you know that that's the way your constitution is.
No. You allow this infamy. That's why we keep saying it here. That when you allow evil to fester for too long, it becomes traditional.
So how do you decentralize power?
The National Assembly, because power rests in the fact they are the one who decide appropriation. The government cannot spend 1 naira like this without the approval of the House.
The same National Assembly that Senator Akpabio says no matter anything the president brings, he will consent.
With that kind of statement, do you have a National Assembly?
Okay, sir. So moving on.
So whatever has happened so far, the National Assembly should be held responsible because they were watching while the executive was behaving with our money in a rascally manner, while Wike was doing whatever he likes. Who approved that houses he built for the judiciary? Who gave him the money? Who gave him the money? That's the question here. How can you approve money to build a house for another arm of government that's supposed to checkmate you? And you are telling me that justice has not been compromised here? Do you even see what happened with that case in University Pressure? Very, very open and very, very clear. While Joy was doing that thing she was doing there, the judge, she was going in out of the chambers. Can you imagine? You are presiding over a case and you are going in and coming back from the chambers 3 times. The defendant said, look, we want to join some other party. He said no. Okay, want to show up our defense by bringing another lie. He said no. Is that justice? Please, is that justice? Look, I don't know what NBA is doing, no. I keep making reference to what happened to UK when Ibori was taken there. The lawyer that defended Ibori went to jail with Ibori because of this type of compromise. In Nigeria here, all these lawyers that are causing, have any of them gone to jail as a lesson? No. And you are telling me that we are moving forward.
But Barrister Darlington, speaking about going to jail, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has announced the successful prosecution of 4 former governors and 2 former ministers over the past 12 months, that's over the past 1 year, under the leadership of Executive Chairman of Ola Olukoyede. So he said this. He mentioned quite a number of people. He said that people that they've charged so far, former Governor Yahaya Bello, Kogi State, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, Kwara State, Willie Obiano, Anambra State, and Darius Ishako of Taraba State. For the serious allegations and all that. In fact, they say plenty money, then they don't come up for their hand. He said a lot. He said also ministers are Saleh Maman and Ulu Agunloye for misappropriating funds from the Mambila hydroelectric power project to the tune of 33.8 billion naira. But he said that's $6 billion. Wait, 33.8 billion naira and $6 billion respectively. 2 different money. So they're doing, the EFCC is working assiduously. They have worked so hard. But one question I would like to quickly ask, Barrister Darlington, if you have caught these people and you apprehended them for cutting away over $6 billion and then 33.8 billion naira, please, how much have you recovered from them in properties and in cash?
But they mentioned some amount.
That is what I'm saying. And this money, that is just 248 billion naira is what was recovered from them. 248 billion naira is a lot of money, but where is it? And what impact does it have in our economy?
They told you they recovered money.
Every time. But remember now, even during Muhammad Buhari's administration, we used to recover. All the ones who recover, where do they put it back inside? Because why do we borrow so much if they keep recovering?
Good. Did you realize that when this EFCC chairman came, he said that all the recovered funds, they didn't see anyone?
The one they recovered during Buhari's administration?
Yeah, they did not see any money. He said it now. And it's
so
not in doubt because
somebody looted the looted funds that were recovered.
Precious. You see, this your country, it can amuse somebody. The former EFCC chairman Lamode, his case is down. In fact, that one is so painful. This man recovered over a trillion plus, 1.3 trillion. By the time the money left EFCC office to CBN, the money disappeared.
Have you forgotten the Kogi gates too? The thing lost weight after a while.
Up to today, okay. And his cohort, did you hear anything about them? So, my dear, when they are telling you that they are gods of, those people, they are political orphans. They are those who don't have a weight in government. If they have weight, that matter would have died.
Okay.
You won't even recover any money.
All right. So still speaking about corruption and prosecution, the APC National Working Committee chairman, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has told the governor-elect of Edo State that he should not even look back. He should not even just look at his shoulder at all. He should make sure he goes with all force in prosecuting Obaseki. Yes, sir.
And I should clap for him, Abi.
Hey, now we're fighting corruption. I thought we should load him for a job a mandate given, a charge given.
President,
Sir?
who said that, please?
Abdullahi Ganduje, sir.
I didn't hear you very well. Make I remove my ear. He says who said it?
Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, former governor of Kano State and the NWC chairman of the All Progressives Congress ruling party.
You didn't pronounce his name very
well.
No,
but don't do that you want to do. That whatever is in your mind, just leave it inside your mind and say the real one you want to say.
It would have made sense.
No. Go ahead.
So that people will understand.
Honorable, you're meandering left. Come to you're losing track. Come back to the right way.
Since you don't want me to call his name, then call. You can see now that he's not the right person to say that. Seriously, he's not the right person to say that. I'm telling you. You can imagine such a man. You see what we are saying? Double standard. You can imagine. So imagine if this man had been taken to where he belongs. If the government have allowed EFCC to go out, because the evidence is so glaring, the evidence is so clear. But because he's with the government.
So are you saying that we aid and abate corruption in Nigeria?
Is it not clearly obvious? Such a man, he should not even be heading a national party. But you see there, look at what he's talking as if he's a saint. And people are listening to him. Precious, how can this thing be? How can we get it right with this type of people and what they are saying? How can we get it right? That is Paul to calling kettle black. No, tell me, because when he said this, some people just say, even his party member, they say, look at it. He's not the right person to say it. I'm telling you. If you even check yourself, what he was accused of and what they're accusing of Obaseki may be far apart. I'm telling you. So all this is telling you he did this. Okay. Can he say the same thing of all the APC governor that left office, that the person that succeeded them from another party should go ahead and probe all of them? No, can he say the same thing? You know the answer. You know the answer. They will not allow it. So, my dear, we are not fighting corruption, no. We are pampering it. We are massaging it.
Okay, so Barrister Darlington, now moving on to security issues. We did hear today that armed men suspected to be headsmen, that is killer headsmen, reportedly attacked Senator Gabriel Suswan's hometown in Ayim in local government area of Benue State, sacking thousands of residents, then sack them, pursue them from their community. Now, it was gathered that the incident occurred yesterday, Wednesday, when the community came under severe attack by suspected armed Fulani headers, killing many farmers. That's how Daily Post and other newspapers reported it. Eyewitness accounts said 15 dead bodies have been recovered from the bush, and search is still ongoing for more people. Like community leader Elder Johnson Kwa, who gave an account, said the incident lasted for 3 hours, beginning from 7 p.m. up to 9 p.m. yesterday night. That is, it just like saying at the time for my show. From 7 p.m., where would they hear the evening rush yesterday? To 9 p.m. They sack an entire community. And the attack has thrown the community into panic as people have fled the town to neighboring communities for refuge. Sources reveal that few military personnel and other security operatives in the area were taken unaware by the attackers. They know. According to sources, immediately after the attack on Ayim settlement, the armed headers proceeded to Ayilamo community, another settlement close to Ayim, wreaking another round of mayhem on farmers along the Ayilamo Fofi Abeda road, killing 3 and leaving 2 victims with various degrees of mighty injuries. Barrister Darlington, this is pathetic. But let me, but let me quickly give you another response, please. You know, this bandits matter is very painful. So, now, in a tweet yesterday, Wednesday, Nagy stated, Nagy stated that Nigeria there is a country where bandits take over nations' military training. So let me even go through this very well. So Tibor Nagy, a former United States Assistant Secretary of State for Africa, has expressed concerns about the insecurity in Nigeria under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, Nagy's comment followed allegations by a Niger State House of Assembly lawmaker stating that bandits had overtaken the Nigerian Army training camp in Kontungora, raising the alarm over the nation's deteriorating security situation. In a tweet, he said, "Only in Nigeria can bandits take over the nation's largest military training facility. Anywhere else in the world, this would have been obviously fake news. But in Nigeria, even the most absurd and outrageous is possible, so it may not be a fake news. When will the nation get a decent government?" That's the question he asked. Mr. Darlington, is that not embarrassing for someone from another country, sir?
You see, I don't know how to start analyzing this particular issue, because I think we have exhausted all that is needed to be talked about. Yet, people just remain adamant. This thing you said now, because tomorrow I'll make reference to it. Let nobody come and tell me it is farmer header clash. Because you cannot be carrying AK-47 against defenseless farmers. And the government will tell you it's farmer header clash, and you bought it. It is the narrative they want you to follow. That's what you are following. This thing has done because they see it as a clash. Who is clashing with who? This is not a clash. It is ethnic cleansing. Crime against humanity. I don't know why these communities have not sued the federal government to the ICC. Maybe that will make them to wake up. I'm not joking. This is ethnic cleansing. How do you come into a community, hapless farmers who are already demoralized because of the hardship in the country, and look at the time of the day, maybe when they have come back from their farms, resting in their house, then people with AK-47 against people who have no stick on them, and you are telling me it's a farmer header clash. How criminal can somebody be? Please, thank God they mentioned the people involved, because tomorrow, don't mention Fulani. Are you sure they are Fulani people? No. Who told you they are Fulani? They are bandits. They find every reason to excuse what they are doing. Meanwhile, we know those behind it. I told you here that these people, they gravitate from Fulani killer herdsmen to bandit, from bandit to Boko Haram, from Boko Haram to terrorists or ISWAP. Whenever there is a major operation, they collaborate. Pressure, they collaborate because they are doing the same business of violence. So how can you come and tell me that it is a farmer header clash? I'm the farmers now, and I'm the terrorists ahead, so that by the time the dust settled, at least some people will go down somewhere, the other people will go down. But each time they invade, they always finish the village and then go away scot-free. Is that a clash? Precious, is that a clash? Please explain to me. Because next time I hear this, I will oppose it anywhere. I will oppose it. I've told you now. Anywhere I hear this nonsense about farmer, I will not agree. There is no clash here. It is ethnic cleansing that is going on. They just use this particular word to water it down so that the whole world will not know what is going on. That is the truth. They know those behind it. They know those that they are sponsoring. No? They know those sponsoring them. All these things have been watered down so that you will not think of otherwise. They want to divert your attention. It is never farmer header clash. So let nobody go there again. It is a deliberate and calculated effort to wipe out an entire community. And then take over their land and their farms. Is that not what is going on here? Tell me, why did the Fulani herdsmen attack those people? Tell me, why did they attack them? Did they take their cow as they normally claim and all that? Did they take their women? So what was the reason, if not to wipe them away and then take over their land and their farm? And you are telling me it's farmer header clash. Let nobody say it again, no. if they can deceive every Nigerian, not me. Not me. And unless you and I realize that what is going on, we will not solve this problem. Including the people over here. What do you think they are doing? They are coming in gradually, surreptitiously. They are building up. And you and I kept quiet, thinking that they came for Christmas party. Not knowing that they are looking for a way. They are building their cells all over the south here. And you think that they are joking. Unless we wake up and call this name the name it deserves, we will never solve this problem. No matter what northern leaders call it, we will have a name for it. They can call it farmer header club, but we will see it as ethnic cleansing. It's as simple as that. There's no way you can be friendly with somebody who come to kill you in your house. It can never happen. All this why you can allow your brothers to live, you can accommodate your brother. No, I cannot accommodate a terrorist in my land. That is the problem in the Southeast. We cannot accommodate terrorists in our land. After all, we have been living with these people over the years, since 60s, 70s, 80s. Why is it that we didn't see all this thing all of a sudden? Because of an agenda. When this was said, people dismiss it, nobody can Islamize Nigeria. It can never, even though Sibajo was defending it can never happen. Nobody, I say, So what is going on now, Precious? Can you explain to me what is going on now? When people will wake up and sack an entire community and take over their land and their farm, what is that? No, what is that? They are doing birthday party with them, Abi. In fact, it's a very big shame. It's a very big shame. I said it there. I said it on the TV station that look, except we gather together and tell these people that look, we are tired of your violent attitude. We want to have peace. Since you don't want, please, can we, move apart a bit so that we can breathe? Since you love violence, can you remain with your violent nature over there? Is it wrong for you to say that? No, tell me, what is the crime in saying that I don't want to live with violence? Because our children, just watch it to pressure. This is that you people are taking for a joke. Do you know that very soon now, our youth in the South here will cultivate the same terrorist disposition? Do you know that example is better than precept? By the time they see how these people are making money with this violent attitude in the north, somebody here will copy it. And before you know it, you and I will not have peace in Lagos. You and I will not have peace in the Southeast. You and I will not have peace in the South. Is that what you want? No, tell me. They will not look at where this thing started. Who brought this terrorist agenda into Nigeria? Nobody will sit down and look at it. But when it first starts, you start looking for somebody to blame. Go and watch. Very soon, some idle youths in over here, they will cultivate the same habit. That is, their own may even be worse. And then you now say, how did those things? No, they are copying from somewhere now. They are copying from somewhere.
But Barrister Darlington, this is not unique to the bandits now, because there seem to be more insecurity issues across the country. I was saying it today that the Commissioner of Police in Abia State, Danladi Issa, has confirmed that today, Thursday alone, somebody died. In fact, the deaths of two people, Mr. Victor Udensi, a banker with a particular bank, and from Omaha branch, alongside two others. In fact, 3 people died on Monday, and they were killed.
By who?
They were killed by gunmen.
Oh, gunmen.
Armed gunmen.
Really? Armed gunmen.
He explained that Udensi had stopped at the EC court exit of Olukoro in Omaha South around 8 p.m. after the day's work, when he was accosted by 3 armed men operating in a keke. They attempted to face him, to force him into the boot of his car. However, Udensi resisted, and as he tried to escape, the assailants shot him in the back, leaving him in a pool of the blood. The attackers then unsuccessfully tried to start his car, and instead accosted another unsuspecting driver in Camry. When they attempted to forcefully take his car, the driver resisted. The armed men, however, shot him, killing him instantly too. While fleeing towards Obakala, the gunmen encountered a keke they felt was obstructing their escape, and fatally also shot that same person.
Yes.
So it's looking like the insecurity thing is everywhere. Right, so that is it. I don't know if you listened to this show. Was it on Tuesday that somebody sent a message that a customer of his entered, I think that was AY from Mushi, sent in a message that a friend of his was coming from Maitu to Oshodi, and that they entered the Kurupe bus, and that somewhere around Yanisolo, the people in the bus, the Kurupe bus brought out gun, and while the lady beside him or the lady at the back was shouting, they slapped at her ear, started bleeding. Bottom line, they drove them to Ikorodu. The guy said the bush they carried them into, that they saw, he said he counted about 36 bodies or thereabout, and that some of these bodies were headless. In Ikorodu here, Lagos State. I'm repeating it again so that we would hear. I said I was going to call the police commissioner and all that, but that left my mind. But I'll try to do that. In Ikorodu here. In fact, my staff was coming to work on Monday. On Monday.
Yes,
and he mentioned it. I don't know if you heard it from him directly.
Yes,
he mentioned it that on his way to work in the afternoon, Barrister Darlington, in the afternoon, that a white Mercedes-Benz that was in front of them was double-crossed by another car. And the occupants of the Mercedes-Benz were made to leave the car. And they were kidnapped, a man and a woman.
Yes.
Along Gajegunle in Ikorodu Road here in Lagos State. So is insecurity not becoming, everywhere now?
Precious.
Sir?
It's not about it. Well, how did it start? Who started it? It's very important because this is not our culture. This thing is alien to us as Nigerians. Who brought it on us? That is the big question. Except you call those who started this thing, except you call them to order to return their bad boys where they collected them. This thing will never end. I have told you here, all these things that we don't want to solve this problem. That's why we are treating it with kid glove. Somebody brought this problem upon us, and unless we call that person out, my dear, this problem will not end. They are now exporting it all over the nation, and you don't find a solution. How can you find solution when they have their godfather sponsoring them? The guns they are carrying, do you know how much they buy AK-47? No, tell me. Is it easy to come? Are they selling it at what's it called, Oshodi market? Can you go to Oshodi market and buy AK-47? Is it possible? This is a well-calculated attempt to overrun Nigeria, and you are seeing it as ordinary insecurity. It's not insecurity. There is a bigger agenda on the offing. I'm telling you the truth. The day it will happen, maybe the government and they may not be able to handle it. They are recruiting, they are assembling, they are creating cells all over Nigeria. They left the real issue and they are pursuing an innocent IPOB. That's my concern here. So this one that is happening in Lagos now, is it IPOB? No, is it IPOB, Precious? That's what we are saying. There is a bigger agenda, and it's born out of selfish interest, nothing else. You saw the bill that somebody who loved Nigeria, you want to introduce Sharia law to supersede our constitutional law, our ground norm. Does that person mean well for Nigeria? Answer me. No, the person that introduced this type of useless law, useless bill, does he mean well for you and I? That you sat down inside you now propose to even introduce it, and they read it for the first time. Why would you do such a thing? Tell me. All other nations that are Islamic State, are they in peace? Precious, are they in peace? Answer me. And you think that when you become an Islamic State in Nigeria, then El Dorado will come? No, it will not even last a day before you people start killing yourselves. Yes, now. Mention any Islamic nation today, apart from Saudi Arabia, maybe Dubai, and a few others that are at peace. All other ones. Is it not crisis upon crisis? And that's what you want to introduce in Nigeria, Abi? Go to Afghanistan today. Women are not allowed to go to school. They are teaching them through underground school. Women, they don't go to school there. All because of what? Religious sentiment. They are not even allowed to be seen in public. Precious. Is that what you want? Look, these people that are keeping quiet, that's what you are going to see. It's better to pursue the black sheep before night falls. If not, you will see it. All this that you are hearing from others, that's what you are going to see if they succeed in what they want to do. So don't keep quiet. They're thinking that it's only that thing that is shouting it here. Don't keep quiet. It will definitely happen. Because that's what they want. Women will not come out. Your children will not go to school again. They just sit down and be enjoying wealth. They live in affluence while just their slave will be working for them.
All right, but Barrister Darlington, that it wasn't like they were calling for a charity. It was just like removing the personal, like removing the personalization of the law.
I don't understand you.
Yes, sir.
What did you just say now?
What I just said, sir.
Precious.
Sir?
Are you sure you are not part of the Sharia women?
No, I am just saying that.
I just asked you a question. No?
Yes,
because
sir.
of the way you are talking. No.
No.
How many times did the Christians introduce the Canaan law in the National Assembly and say, you want Canaan law? How many times? In the history, this is not the first time it's coming though. Under Saraki, it came. Under Saraki Senate, this thing came. It was thrown away. Under this, they now brought it again. Look at every time they were just looking for trouble. Something that will cause problem in Nigeria. That's what the people always go for. They will never thought of anything that will bring peace to us. Anything that will bring problem. That's what they always go for. Why do you think so? They know that this thing will cause problem. So why are you doing it? Tell me why. They want to introduce you through the back door. What? I don't understand.
All right.
So that
but
we no longer go to school.
People are waiting to
we
jump
no
in the conversation.
longer shave our beards, Abi. We keep it like Osama bin Laden. A lot of things will come with it. And that time you now start talking. Can't you start talking now? Every time, people will be looking for something that will cause problem in Nigeria. Why? Wow.
All right, Lagos phone lines are open. Let's get to take your thoughts and reactions. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. In case you're just joining us, let me run you through the hot topics again. I did tell you earlier that Endbadgovernance uncertainty ahead of November 1 arraignment of minors. They will be arraigning minors tomorrow because you hear that out of 76 of them still in detention, 60 of them, in fact 66 of them are minors, and they will be arraigned tomorrow. We also told you that that proposed tax reform bills not against North. Presidency says so. By the way, NEC governors advised Tinubu to withdraw tax reform bill from National Assembly. And you also did hear Senate reconstitute ad hoc committee to probe economic sabotage in petroleum industry. Then reps ask federal government to allow local refineries or local refiners in petroleum production, give them opportunity. Shameful. We still import petrol. Nigerian governors on fuel crisis. And minimum wage. Workers wretched now despite salary increment. That is, workers poor. In fact, their poverty don't wear suits safe because even though say they don't increase salary. All right. So, and then speaking about minimum wage, as after court stopped reverse allocation, Fobara says he'll pay contractors, civil servants, and all that today. In fact, he said that stopping is the last thing in his mind. That his mind is not even that one safe, even though he has appealed the case. Well, we also did tell you that suspected headers invade Senator Suswan's village in Benue State. Many reportedly dead, others injured, and thousands of people have been sacked from their community. Thousands of people sacked from their community. I also told you that former U.S. Secretary of State knocks Tinubu's government, says only in Nigeria will bandits sack or take over military training facility. So this kind of thing no fit happen for other places. If it happen for other places, they go send a fake news. But for Nigeria, no worry, wear your coat well if it be true. And then don't look back. Ganduje advises Edo governor-elect against probing Obaseki. Say, probe am with immediate alacrity, not even think no look back. 4 ex-governors, 2 ex-ministers charged as EFCC recovers 248 billion naira in foreign assets. Lagos, these are the hot topics. Hello, good evening and welcome. And then don't look back. Ganduje advises Edo governor-elect against probing Obaseki. Okay. Hello, phone lines are still open. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Precious, I salute you and I salute the barrister.
I salute you too, my brother. What's be your name and where you call from?
My name remains Boyesin and I'm calling from
Boyesin. Come.
Yes.
Well done. Welcome.
I agree with you people. You see, honestly speaking, I weep for this country. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Okay. Go ahead.
Honestly, I weep for this country. That people protested, they protested on the... Hey, I can't... Hey, there's noise there now. Okay, if you can hear me, let me go on.
Go ahead,
now,
please.
It's unheard of. I weep for this country. That people protested against bad governance in this country. And even the president himself was part of those who protested in the past against bad governance, and now people got up to protest against bad governance that everybody has seen. Children, mature people, and middle age. Those who are hungry, they went to the street to protest, and you went ahead to arrest them, and you want to go and prosecute them tomorrow. You charge them before a law court. It is unheard of. Nigerians, I don't know. Why are we so docile? And we will watch. This thing will happen, Abi. They will try people who didn't do anything, who didn't commit anything. Just because they said, look, we are hungry. The country is not well run. And you arrest them, you want to go and prosecute them. Let Nigerians watch. I wish them good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Pre.
Welcome.
Good
Go
evening,
ahead.
Precious.
Go ahead. Welcome.
How are you?
I know fine.
Why no fine? No be your
I know
country.
the way you use ask me, self, come make me no fine, self. Join them.
I beg, say, I be caring human being. That is why they ask you how we do.
So, thank you. You're welcome.
Why you go tell me say, Barrister Darlington? I greet you, sir.
Is that Kelechi?
Yes, sir. This Kelechi.
Where be senior brother to Precious?
Yes, I be senior brother to Precious. So you don't say Precious, I'm my junior sister. I just want to talk about the bad governance that I want to arrange tomorrow. You know, I don't know where we are taking our country to like this, because see, somebody that protested for hunger, we charge them for court. The other one, they protested, they give them, they granted them a bill of 10 million naira. They asked me, if person get 10 million naira, I go protest for waiting. I beg, this country, they provoke people, I beg.
No, it's part of the reform. We are doing reform.
Sorry. Now I make you vex, cut phone for my head. You know good now. Did I do you? It's not good. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes,
Mr. Precious.
Sir, welcome, sir.
Good evening. My name is AJ. Calling from Bagada.
AJ, you're welcome.
Yeah. I don't know whether the constitution this country using is quite different from the one that PDP is using before. Is their constitution different? The constitution we are using, is it different? It's just a question. If you can answer me.
It's the same constitution to help you. It's the same constitution. It depends on those who are running it.
It's a shock to me because, protest brought them into power. Do you understand? What they are doing now, if Gulag did it to them, are they going to be in that?
I wonder.
And on all the pastor, all the imam, all the afa that protested to come out tomorrow. Do you understand? It's very uncalled for. Somebody say I'm hungry. Would that one cause anything? Well, God. I'm very, very annoyed. You know. Good night, Precious. Good night.
All right, good night. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, dear. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening, are you there? You cannot not want to talk. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Okay. Say God bless me with plenty channels to use answer on the call. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir.
This is C2 calling from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
C2, you're welcome. Go ahead, please, sir.
Thank you, my big daddy, Honorable Barrister. I salute you. Precious.
Sir?
What did you call the name of that policeman in Abia State?
Why?
No, I want to. What did you call the name? The inspector. What did you call the name?
Police commissioner.
Yeah. What did you call his name, please?
I don't forget. My memory don't fail me. My memory card don't full.
God knows that I love my people, Ndibo, and I will die. I come back as an Igbo man. Ndibo, your enemy can never secure you. Know it now.
Oh, stop
you can
this.
never be
Stop
secured.
this now. Stop this. You've
No,
started. You will quarrel.
Precious, please. Please, before you say,
quarrel.
me and
Please
you
stop
now
this.
go start to argue. We are not arguing.
Are you saying that an Igbo police commissioner cannot be posted to the north?
No, I said there is no how. Without our own people safeguarding our own people in our land, just forget about it.
Oh yeah, just be going. I beg. I don't have strength for you, yeah? Not today. Yeah? Come another day. In fact, don't come another day. Yeah? I don't have strength. It's not me that you come and... Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. I like your calmness. Welcome. What's your name, sir?
This is Mr. Desmond calling from Lagos.
Joval.
You see, I like the way this my elder brother always eager for change in our beloved country, Nigeria. I wish that most of our leaders will be able to borrow, even if it's 10% of his advice. It's not like it's only him that wants a better life. If this better life you thought about comes, most of everybody will urge and go for it. It's not a crime to have good road. It's not a crime to have good hospital. It's not a crime to have lights. But it's only in Nigeria is a crime to get all these things done for us. You cannot tell me somebody's invested money, he want to recruit his money back with my own tax, with your own task. You see, if you want to make money, he's making money already. He's not supposed to come to lead us anymore. He wants to eat our money. That's why he wants to lead us. He wants a better life from him. They should give us better things for God's sake. Most of our brothers outside this shore of this land, no one wants to come back again because of insecurity. Is it a crime to live a better life here? Lagos as a whole, by now, we're not supposed to have an earth road again in Lagos State. But half of Lagos State has earth road, not on bad road everywhere. With the level of money we earn in this country, we're not supposed to be in this mess. Darlington, I feel for you. I wish they would listen to you and do just 10% of what you're advising them to do. This country will be a heaven for all of us. May God help us. Thank you.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
My name is Emmanuel, calling from Oshodi.
You're welcome, Emmanuel. Go ahead.
So, firstly, I want to look through the insecurity. Well, I would say, thank God that now they mentioned the name of Fulani S-men. Because if it is in Southeast, it will be IPOB.
No, non-government.
So,
they don't have identity.
They mentioned Fulani S-men. Then for Kubara and Wike stuff, I don't think that Kubara is just ready for them. Kubara is ready. It's just that what Wike is trying to do is going to see the disadvantage earlier. That's what I want to say.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, Lagos phone lines are still open. Hello, good evening. Hello.
My honorable barrister, Dr. Darrington, I greet you specially, sir.
Dayo.
I greet you specially, sir. Well done, sir. I really appreciate your nice contribution tonight, sir.
Well done.
And our APC spokesperson, our market. Hope you're enjoying your government.
She's not in a good mood today.
She know they talk anything again.
Yes, you won't make her tell you.
She's not in a good mood though. The rats you want to buy, she knows him.
Ogadari, yesterday I was challenging what do you call Precious concerning our judiciary.
Then cash and carry, and they cut you off.
Okay, now the thing is this. Now, when you have when you give houses for judges, and
and you increase their salary the same year or the same almost not. If you look at the time interval, I mean the month interval when they increase
by 300%.
the salaries of judges, and yes, 300%, and you give them 40 houses the same time. Now, what? And the CGN too was there too to commission with what do you call it? With Wiki. Now, what do you call that? Is it not corruption?
In fact, it looks like. So,
is it not more or less like you say, okay, transactional or cash and carry this thing? I was challenging Precious yesterday because of this thing. And now, if I have a case against government now, or maybe any common man,
we
get justice.
We in particular.
And if you look at it now, what
you're lying.
You've spoken for 2 minutes. It's fine.
People don't come.
You have spoken for 2 minutes. I hope you understand that you have tried for us.
But
to
Precious,
tried for you, sir.
On a more serious note, you see, in a Senate climb, I told you here that the British Prime Minister, this Steamer, he collected gift too. They gave him gift, free will on his own, 6,000 pounds. Do you know that the British authority said he should return it?
Before uncle.
Precious. That they gave he didn't
you mean that just like they're giving gifts now of houses to judiciary? They should return it.
Please, can anybody dream of such a thing? Okay. Not to talk of doing it.
Okay, Barrister Darlington, someone is on the line. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Precious.
Remy.
Just
Remy without the muttons.
Precious that can never be under pressure.
Remy without the muttons. How are you?
I'm not bad, my sister.
You can't be bad. You can't be bad. When you have me, you can't be bad.
Remy.
No, Baba, I did.
How you did?
You see, I'm good, sir. Hope you're well. See, one clever man wrote a book at some point. He said the beautiful ones are
not yet born. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That was Wole Soyinka, right?
No, was it? No, was it? It's not Wole Soyinka.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I think we used it in the secondary school.
Yeah, my memory fails me. Now, this is my version. The beautiful ones have been born, but they are getting thrown into jail by APC government. You want to arraign minor because they were protesting.
In fact, that is very absurd. Seriously,
the world is watching us. Now, Precious, you see, the Western people, when there is a problem, they face it head on.
I'm telling you.
If somebody is declared clinically disabled today, either blind or deaf or this, the West no go carry and go one crusade, go church, say, oh yeah, healing. They have the system in place, so in such a way that we help that person reintegrated back to the society. And that is why we have Stephen Hawking, who was diagnosed with a disease and was meant to die in 2 years, and that man lived for another 53 years.
Can you imagine?
It is the power of responsibility and science.
I'm telling you,
the problem of Nigeria has solution. Don't let anybody fool you. You don't even need to pray to get it solved. See, this thing they are doing to Dangote, they are trying to tell you and me and all of us who dare to dream that Nigeria is a graveyard for dreams and aspirations.
I'm telling you.
Which means don't do dream. And I want to beg Dangote's children, please tell your papa to take them easy. Because the failure of Nigeria is the source of income to some people. Nigerians have to cry. Some people enjoy. Some people eat and drink as a result of your pain and agony.
Exactly.
Please be careful, Dangote. You cannot win this battle because those who are for you are far less than those who are against you.
Thank you, Remy. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right. So speaking about the book, The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born, it was written by, I think, Ayi Kwe Ama. He's a Ghanaian writer, Ghanaian novelist, and he wrote the book just to remind us. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, this is Jova Barista Darlington. The last caller wasn't Jova.
Yeah, it was Desmond. Yeah, I thought.
Did you hear me call you Jova? So, I know you. I know you. You cannot deceive me. I know you didn't deceive me.
It's not because Precious. If it were for your sake, I will make sure you will not know I'm the one. Good evening, Precious.
Good evening.
Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Jova,
and good evening to Promise at the Backyard. So that's my code, so that nobody can fake me, you know. Barrister Darlington. They will always provoke us, provoke our mental health. You know, Precious is not tired of telling us protect your mental health when she's signing out.
Even my own mental health is not protected like that. Nobody who get mental health. Nobody who get mental health go take person to protect his mental health.
Do you know, Precious? I've been hoping that one day we will come here and we see at least 3-4 good news that nobody can challenge.
To laugh about.
Oh God.
Nothing to laugh about. So our mental health, thank God. That's why when Precious was telling somebody that she was not fine, I was laughing. Precious, I know you are not fine, and you know I'm not fine. Yesterday, Prince Chilaka confessed that he was not fine. But it's Darlington. Are you fine, sir?
My brother, I'm trying to be fine, yo.
Precious, I don't have much to say. Just quickly, let me tell you. Somebody said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu protested against bad governance.
Yes.
No, that wasn't correct. He protested against what he perceived as bad governance in 2012 January. It wasn't bad governance because what him and his cohorts then protested against, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan reversed it. But that isn't it?
Yes.
That is to show that government was a listening government.
Exactly.
The people said, we are not comfortable with this thing you want to do.
And the man
Please
listened. Yeah,
take it back.
And
the man said, okay,
no problem.
I'm a servant, and I know you are not comfortable with this. So I am sitting here as the president because you people have put me here via your votes. And he reversed it. Same thing he did for Maula. Now we are saying that we are not comfortable about these things. Some people are going to be rusticated now by the court. And the president told us that if you cannot buy petrol for 1,200 or whatever where it is going to now, it's better stay on your day. And somebody now will call and say, Barrister, with all due respect, I want to say this. Somebody who came to this studio and faced Barrister Darlington at a Cordelia show will come and call and tell us now that he is doing very well. But on that day, he couldn't talk. I am signing out. I'm waiting for step down.
Okay,
good evening,
my brother. Well done.
Thank you so much. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Fundamental, what he said. You know, whenever I refer to
Yes, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Madam Precious.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm Dr. Darlington. Yeah, this is Abe George from Oshodi.
Abe, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Babbage.
I want to start from where the other caller stopped. Somebody said we start where the other person stopped when he stepped into Asura. The beautiful one has been born into Nigeria and they have been in prison. And that is the fact. And the other one, the other people that say they want to introduce Sharia into the Constitution of Nigeria, there is no way they will do it, and it will be possible because Nigeria is not just one religious. So how can somebody just wake up to be causing problems, to be causing troubles, to be causing... I don't understand.
Really?
I don't understand. And I can't blame them because when people who are professors, who are PhD holder, allow somebody who is just a WAEC holder to rig election and step into authority, this is the end result. May God deliver Nigeria.
Amen. Amen.
All right, I appreciate you. Let's go to your messages now. Oops, Barrister Darlington, my message box is so full. Oh.
You better answer them.
Hey. All right, so I dare you to send this. I beg. You guys, leave me. Oh. Good evening, Precious and Barrister Darlington. Do you know all this conflicting judgment coming from Abuja is supporting just on one side, which is Wike, who is the minister in Abuja, the same minister who built houses for judges. So we cannot expect something different. Where in Europe Have you heard that a 7-minister built houses for judges? You said a lot. Appreciate you. Good evening, President Barrister Darlington. Minors to be arranged tomorrow. Barrister Darlington, can't we call on the UK and American government to save us from these? Okay, that's what you said. I forgot. I didn't say your name.
Position
your name
are not doing well.
Adams Oluwatoyin from Ejigbo. Now you see what people are saying about the position, right?
His
Royal Highness BC Woko says it's so shameful and laughable the way this government is flexing muscles over issues of less importance, and at the same time making mounting out of it. Well, you said a lot. I appreciate your apologies if I get to rush on your messages and shorten them. The contracts to the Chinese company. Say concerning the contract to the Chinese company, I have a question. Why not an American company? The reason is simple, because the Chinese are only incorruptible in their own country and not in Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, that is what you say with your full chest like that. You said it. Ajire from Bariga sent in that message, and the mayor from Ikotu says. Precious insecurities everywhere in Nigeria, especially in the Plateau, Benue, and Niger State. And their leaders, such as General Gowon, Suswan, and Akume, are busy celebrating one thing or the other, while their brothers and sisters are being killed on a daily basis. You mentioned a lot. I appreciate you. Good evening, Precious. Please let us know that Chinese are gradually taking over Nigeria. Please, who told you that? CC from Lagos sent in that. And Barrister Darlington, you are making me proud anytime you are in the studio. Honestly, I'm enjoying your show tonight. Precious, the truth is that we lack the rule of law in the country, and I feel it is when it's addressed, it needs to be addressed properly. That's what you're trying to say. Gabriel from Hope Estate sent in that. And Kenachuku from First says, which way Nigeria? Because the way fair price is going there to add money on a weekly basis is really annoying. That's what you said. Okay. And I'm moving on to more messages. Let me just be picking on them very quickly. All right.
Look for the bad ones.
No. Good evening, lady. My name is Precious, not Lady C. All right, Lady C, you see her in the morning. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. I'm pretty precious. Stop it. I like it. Please save your breath for another day. Nigeria is well secured under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC government. They know our pains and they are concerned. After all, Senator Ozo Carlo told Nigerians that the president does not sleep at night.
He walks about in the night
to help us. Okay, God bless you, Sister Precious. Thank you. God bless you too. Today, Asari Dokubo has forgotten that he held the entire Nigeria. If Tinubu feels that he would be held responsible. Chinemene from Agbara sent in that. Somebody know if he play with on herself. Must you remember everything? Darlington. He said, pig na pig. If you like, put him for White House. If my father is behaving like pig, I'll tell him that he can't do anything. But unfortunately, that's some people cannot say the truth to their fathers. Well, you said a lot. I appreciate you. Precious Barrister Darlington. Okay, I think this message is not for me. All right, this here says, good evening, Babiji from Mosholi. Say the APC woman leader listening to our questions and queries to the barrister. If you can remember that I always say it that the so-called terrorists and bandits or Boko Haram or headsmen or kidnappers or what have you in this country aren't just an ordinary insecurity, but an agenda and a strategy.
I'm telling you, yes.
Okay.
You stop playing blood.
Then the headsmen were declared third most dangerous terrorist group in the world. That's Fulani headsmen.
Yes.
Bello Bodejo, the leader of the Meyeti Allah Kautuhura, was arrested by DIA and arraigned of promoting terrorism and forming an ethnic militia group. Did he submit the arms he must have procured for his militia after they released? But they have released him.
I'm telling you.
Okay, the River State crisis appears to have the ethnic undertone. I've talked about this before. Those who are not from the state should be careful with comments. Which those who are not from the state? I implore the state leaders to unite and address the differences between Aberdeen. I am from the state, so please talk to me directly. Good evening, precious and my amiable, tantalizing, and erudite barrister. That is only you. This name. May God keep strengthening you.
Monetize it.
Okay, and not be small monetize it. Good evening, precious and your barrister Darlington. Please, Voice of the People TV is in StarTime Go TV YouTube channel number Arinze from Ejigbo. We're coming to those places, so watch out for us. It was so amazing yesterday when Precious called Prince Chilaka barrister Darlington in turn to calling Lady C Precious too. That's how we roll in VOP. Precious, please answer me, sir. Make I take whole body. Oh yeah, take a whole body, sir. Within minutes of shutdown, Nigeria Nigeria dropped in the global oil production ranking from 4th to 24th. Yes. Governor Fubara has openly challenged Mr. Nyesom Wike and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take action against his stance and see Nigeria boil. But they are denying that that's not correct now. But that's why I did not raise that issue. But let's move on there.
But you forgot that
River State Governor Fubara shuts down. That's what's that. There's also allegation that is a fake news. I was supposed to put calls across in River State to ascertain that. But by tomorrow we'll get clearer picture. Please, I need only Barrister Darlington. Victor from Ajao Estate. Austin from Alaba said, Barrister Darlington, in fact, my heart is bleeding for the kind of blood these people are shedding in this country. I live in Benue State in my youth days. In fact, they've done one of the they are one of the federal feats. One of the people that feed this country, that's what you're trying to say. The food basket of the nation. Yes. And we'll go to YouTube where I have tons and tons of other messages. But Barrister Darlington, I want to take a break, because I really cry this road. You feel it, So let's go straight to a step down conversation. And before they'll come and sue me to court, Barrister Darlington. So, a boy impregnates a girl. That is yes. So and says that, you know what, I cannot be responsible because I told you to get rid of it. And I told you to protect yourself. He leaves a lady and is abroad. She's had the child. God forbid it's not about twin. This lady posted this about some weeks ago on Twitter, and she had twin. The boy had made sure that he'd never had anything to do with her or the children. In fact, taking care of those children had ran her mother's business down, and she financially too. And her brothers perhaps just like are in cahoots with her. But this is just a background, really. But my question really is, why is it the responsibility of a woman to protect or prevent a pregnancy if the two of them are in a consensual relationship?
Precious.
Sir? So this has been an issue because most men will tell you, or will tell the woman will come and say, he told me to take something, but I was scared of taking anything so I don't die. He told me to get rid of it. I was scared of getting rid of it so that I don't die. So why should the man also get rid of here? But that thing that will stop the development of embryo. So Barrister Darlington, sir?
It is the incumbent of a lady.
Yes. Let me sit down well.
Sit down well. It is
the incumbent governor of a lady.
Yes, of the lady to take care of herself because.
And it is not incumbent on the man to take care of himself.
I am coming now.
Okay. I wanted, I like this kind of conversation.
I know you're in a hurry.
Yes, there's no time. We don't have time. I have less than 5 minutes to rush this. It's evening lush.
Please, I want to ask you a question. If every teenage girl, when they're in that age, their sexual hormone used to run riot. If all of them who slept with a boy, the thing now becomes pregnancy, do you know how many population will be by now? Have you not thought of it? Do you know the population of the world by now? If all of them begin to get pregnant according to how they sleep with men. So it is your right to protect her. It is when it happens to be rape that I will show concern here. But if the lady failed to do the needful, why will you blame the young man?
How would you mean that by the lady failing to do the needful?
For you to agree, that means you are ready for it.
So why would the man also not insist on using protection, knowing that he's not ready to get into family way?
Hold on, the boy said he told her.
He told her to get rid of the pregnancy after he had done it naturally. So why did he not insist on using protection, sir?
Precious, you have started though.
How did I start?
There was no agreement to have babies.
So since you know that you don't want to have babies, why did you not insist on using rubber?
No, the lady did not insist. She wanted.
He too, did he insist? He that does not want to have a child, did he insist?
We didn't hear
no, Barrister Darlington.
No, we didn't hear that argument. Some people like it raw.
So you will run when you know you don't want to have a child. Barrister Darlington, my phone lines are ringing. 0700 903 903 903. I salam. 0700 903 903 903. 0817 175 6330. 0817 175 6330. Barrister Darlington.
Our sisters at the red light. How many of them get pregnant like that? If they get pregnant, their business don't follow.
So the person in the red light and blue light are the same people. Barrister Darlington.
It is left for you as a lady to take care of yourself.
Is that what you're saying? Hello?
Except when it is rape, then call me. I will defend you.
Are you serious? So the woman should be responsible. Barrister Darlington, that's your thoughts? The woman should take it. No, she should be responsible to ensure she prevents pregnancy. And the man should not ensure he prevents the pregnancy. Good evening, welcome. I want to attack Barrister Darlington from all sides.
You want to cut off this?
Welcome, good evening.
Hello. I greet Barrister Darlington.
We greet you too.
So, yeah. So I want to speak based on bandits. So, although bandits, they have an agenda. So, and it is hidden agenda.
No. We are done with this. Why are you wasting my time now? They step down conversation. You waste my time. Are you a learner in this job?
You know they have agenda.
Are you a learner in this profession?
I bring your own agenda to counter them.
Oh yeah. Hello. Good evening and welcome.
Hello. Good evening.
Hey, welcome. It's Oluwa calling. Welcome.
Sure. I greet you, Barrister Darlington.
We greet you. Please make it quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, okay, this should be part of seminar, right? Okay, I heard what you said. See, don't into that man, A good man, a female is always on the receiving end. Somebody that is carrying egg, somebody that is carrying bread or selling egg. He's not going to play anyhow.
I wonder.
You understand? So the issue is that that is a natural thing. So anything, is there something you do? What you cannot do, don't put it and smell it.
Don't put it and smell it. God bless you.
That is the girl.
No, the man too should not smell it. But Oga, so the man should not also smell it.
No,
Oga, are you saying the man should not smell it too?
It is the girl. Why would you go?
Okay.
Why would you go where they wound you?
Okay. Hello. Good evening and welcome. Good evening.
Hello, hi, good evening, Pressure. I'm Mr.
Faulkner, come and help me over. Faulkner, where are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Darlington.
Hi, Faulkner.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's gonna be quick.
Quick,
I'm well. So I think I'm gonna blame the girl. The reason is that she made her choice because listen, because if a man decided to give you skunky and it's your choice to say I want you to use protection, yes or no, the fact that you allowed him to do it, I think that she shouldn't complain. But at this point, if she's complaining right now, if she needs help, she can give the child to charity or something.
Are you serious, Faulkner? I fear you, man. No, you come and be going. Be going, Faulkner. I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with you again. Bye. Hello, good evening. Women, come and call me. I don't know what these men are saying. You're welcome. You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Are you seeing yourself, period?
This thing is like a relationship issue.
It's a relationship, now. It's not an issue. It is a relationship, consensual.
It depends. It's not depend on the man and the woman, the both parties. They need to come together and understand when there's in a month there's always a free days for ladies. If you don't want children.
So why will you two not? I'm sorry that I'm even cutting you.
Okay, we're educating you here.
For me and my wife now. Before we had kids, we came to an agreement. So time we don't have kids. So time is your free days. Then we have sex.
Do you know that those so-called free days can fail for some women? Do you know that?
You need to understand their circle.
So in other words, the woman should take responsibility of pregnancy.
Not that she should take responsibility, but they should enlighten themselves.
Are you serious? Hey! Hello, good evening and welcome.
You can't win this argument.
Good evening, my brother. Welcome. Barrister Darlington, there is no time. There's no time. Welcome. I have offed your mic. I've offed it. Go ahead, please. What's your name and where are you calling from? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling from Lagos. I'm Israel. I'm calling from Lagos.
Go ahead, Israel.
Yeah, because I'm just listening.
Please just go ahead and make a contribution. We don't have time here. Please.
Okay. I don't have much thing to say. That what Barrister Darlington is trying to say is making points one way or the other.
So what is your own point? Don't analyze his own points. Just give us your own point. Let's move on to another. Sharp. Okay, you don't want to have a point.
Was that the first
so
time
let me quickly take.
Is that the first time?
So is that the reason why for something that was done between two of them, the woman would take responsibility?
What if she wanted to use that pregnancy to tie him down?
Tie who down? That you're who?
Because
that the man is who that he'll be tied down.
Because he's living abroad.
No, they were together here before he went abroad.
That's it now. He wanted to tie him down, and the guy took off.
Hello, goody. You tie him down. Personality, you're saying this?
Yes. You don't know what women can do.
Hello, Precious.
Hey. You're welcome.
You meet me, or
who in the Ministry of Samson?
Hey, wait. Hello? Good evening. Welcome. Go ahead, please. Hurry up.
I'm asking you.
So this issue, this one is an agreement now. You cannot tell me that the woman did not know. It's an agreement.
I wonder. And they asked her to take it out. She refused.
So why don't you, man? Why you, man, don't go and hang yourself and take it out too?
Because we are doing the ministry of God.
Pray.
What he said.
Pray.
Oh yeah, what? So bottom line, you support Barrister Darlington Adeoya. Come and be going. Come and be going. I am the judge of this court now. Thank you. I have the right to swing the judgment. Hello, good evening and welcome.
We have done so well, God is happy with us.
I don't know say you they happy like this before you say you know well,
That's good for you.
Oh yeah, hurry up now. Got my time. Don't finish. Hurry up.
The issue is that since both of them they agreed on something.
Yes.
If the lady is why is it that he didn't tell the man to go and sterilize himself?
I wonder. Can you imagine? So
how many of you men agree for a man?
She's not educated. She's not even want to learn from her mother.
Are you serious? Hey, come and be going. I beg. I don't get straight. Mama don't enter inside. Hello, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening.
Joval, please.
Precious.
Sir?
I am here for you now.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. Let me sit down well. Because my heart is leaving my body with all this.
Joval, be very careful.
Yeah, I'm going to be careful. I'm here for Precious. The truth is that, according to the news, they had an agreement, right? And Precious asked Precious, is it only the woman's duty to protect herself? The answer is no.
God bless you. That's my point.
Should also protect himself.
Him too should also protect because he doesn't want a child. She doesn't want a child. You play your part. I play my part. We balance the equation. Now, Barrister Darlington, your argument is leaving the responsibility of protection only to the woman.
No, you didn't.
Precious, hold on. Let me illustrate this thing, this brief thing now quickly in less than 30 seconds.
When the man was not protected, yes.
A blind man was going. Somebody told him, drop your stick. There's no pit in your front. The blind man asked him, if there's no pit, how did pit come into your mind? How did this come into his mind to be asking her to protect herself if he was not expecting a result?
Jova, God bless you. Jova, you have ended the talk.
He has misfired.
He did not misfire. I put it to you that Jova has not caught. I put it on honorable, Leonard colleagues.
Hold on. Was that the first
does he have Barrister Darlington? It happens to women in their first instance. Just in case you wanted to know that, it happens to women at the first. See, you don't need to have done it like 30 times before you get pregnant. That's the way it is. So if you can do it only once and you get pregnant. Let me quickly read some messages. So virgins get pregnant at the first instance, Barrister Darlington. Do you know that even virgins get pregnant without due penetration? They get pregnant without penetration. You don't know that? Ask doctors to tell you. Without penetration. You don't know that?
So what form the pregnancy?
We'll talk to you about it. When they have, don't worry about that. I don't want to give illustration on air. Well, let me go and read messages. I have off your mic, honorable. Sidney from Ejigbo says, on the step down, it's only a woman that knows when she is ready for pregnancy and not. And for her to allow the man, she should take the responsibility. However, the man shouldn't have abandoned her. And then, and then this here says, Silas from Ogun State says, good evening, Barrister, precious Barrister. We must protect ourselves by God Almighty. I know this government will not, apologies. Hey, my time has passed, and I've gone to pick your call. Sir, please. Prince Aquach, is that you? Come and help me.
Yeah, so that's me.
They are dragging me like I pass my neighbor generator.
Good evening.
The prince himself, where have you been?
You know, I told myself if I don't say anything in this one, I won't say anything.
Thank you.
No, I'm not on your side on this one.
God bless you. God bless you. Hey, on my bed. Courts.
that it
we have
was
passed judgment.
Tough.
Listen very well.
And at the same time, if the man, the man that did it should be able to stand and say, whatever comes out of it, he will take care of it. Okay? He shouldn't leave that girl like that.
Thank
he
you.
Should be able to.
We have ended this conversation. You have caught honorable. You've ended it. Thank you.
It's not fair for him to leave the parents.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To leave the things that came out of his quiver when his quiver was full. God bless you, my brother. Barrister Darlington, I have messages. But before I take those messages, I have future steps home here, Barrister. Let's go and sell market. Barrister Darlington, after selling market, you can come and argue. Don't worry. We have this argument for after market. Step in here. Future steps home. Step in here. Go ahead.
It's all right. Good evening, Lagos. Good evening, VOP. Good evening, Nigeria. My name is Sunday Okechukwu, the MD, Future Step Homes and Property. I'm here as usual to bring the good news that will help you and help your future. That is why our name now, Future Step. So you need to take the step of your future today, not tomorrow. I'm here to share with you the products that we have. I'm talking about the landed property. We have a precious city at Agbowa, Ikorodu that is currently selling for 900,000, and very soon it will hit 1.2 million. So grab it now, that is still cheap. So buy it now, 900,000. Just a few minutes away from Agbowa roundabout, and less than 7 minutes away from Caleb University and the Laspotech universities around that area. Also, don't forget that Fort Mainland Bridge is coming to that area. So invest now. I do tell people, don't wait to buy land and wait. And for you to harvest, you need to do what? You need to invest. Invest at Precious City, Agbowa, Ikorodu, 900,000 naira. I will be calling my number this evening, so that call me. And if you can't, if I did not pick, send me a message on WhatsApp. The number to call is 090-83 000091. 090-83 000091. Call. Let's discuss business. So you need to own, even if it's one plot of Agbowa, Ikorodu, and even if you don't need it for anything, buy it for no reason. When you will need it, will surely come. Buy Agbowa, Ikorodu, 900,000. Let me quickly hit the city of Asaba. We have a Swiss Garden at Ibuzo, Asaba, just 10 minutes away from a Kuka roundabout, and about 15 minutes away from Asaba ShopRite, and also about 10 minutes away from Asaba International Airport. It's just about 4 minutes away from Admiralty University. It's a very good location. It's a built up area. Not the one that you buy and wait. This one is buy and build location. Also, you can also buy for investment also, because it's a very good location. How much are we selling it now? Is currently going for 2.5 million naira. On the 10th of this next month that we are entering tomorrow, I mean on the 10th of November, the price will be 3.5 million naira now. So if you call today and subscribe, so you are saving 1 million naira. So call now, 090-83 000091. 090-83 000091. Call so that we can take you for inspection. In Asaba, we do our inspection every day, but Lagos is Thursday and Saturday. And if you don't have chances, not these 2 days, you can book for a special inspection on Sunday, and our inspection is free of charge. And our land is instant allocation. We don't waste time in allocating people. When you buy, we give you your land so that you can use it to do whatever that you want to do. And when you buy from Future Step Homes and Property, you don't have that problem of omonile, owo roofing, owo this one, owo that one. So buy so that you have a peace of mind. And we do our diligence search before we acquire any properties. Not the one that when you buy today, next tomorrow government will say that this place that you are using is the place that they want to use to plant corn or plant cassava. So buy from us today. The number to reach us is 090-83 000091. 090-83 000091.
We're done. All right, let me run through those messages very quickly. Good evening, Barrister Darlington, precious Barrister Darlington. You must protect always by God. I know. Leave that matter. They both enjoyed it in here, and then precious. If the guy failed to protect himself, should the woman fail even after he says, "Madam, don't get pregnant"? That should be a red flag. Well, you said a lot. I appreciate you. And now that she has twins, will he